I'm up here in the bed just contemplating on like things over the past, years, the past 2 years or whatever, especially. And it was something that came up my feed earlier that said something like, you created a persona or something of yourself, and the world no the world rejected you, so you created a persona about yourself. And then it says something about, but then you started to realize that even that persona that you built or something was not you for the past 20, 30, 40 years or something like that. And whoop-de-woo. But I don't know, it made me think about this journey for the past 2 years. And it made me come confident in myself that there's no persona here. That the reason why I experience these things is some reason why I experience these things. I do feel like someone who's set apart. I feel like that could be hard. I feel like the world can reject these people, but I don't think it's because it's made up. I don't think it's because they see a persona. I think because we're at a time when these things happen in the world, this cycle or something like this, and people are trained and geared and projected, and they are, on one accord with hating the people that came to bring light and love. And then they find themselves wrapped up into another lifespan or life cycle or 400 years, and they blame God, they blame everybody, they blame their grandma. But it's the thing is, everybody can't do that. There's a small group of people, or maybe one or two people on this planet that can. Because that's the way I feel like, again, these people have definitely been watched some kind of way, have had their subconscious or a part of their mind toyed with by these beings or these creatures or these gods or whatever. Um, it's about like a power struggle. Like, you don't know that you're fighting. If you think God is all loving you, you're the child and everything like this, and you don't think that this God energy is fighting against you, if he's, or these particular gods are fighting against you, if they see you coming up from nothing. Now, what I'm saying from nothing, okay, is from not having a degree, not having the proper home life, not having this, not going to a HBCU or these groups and these colleges and these things that, people think that matter. You're just a person that went through a hell of a lot through your life. You observed things, you saw people for who they were, you loved people. You might have hated somebody once or twice. It's something about starting from a certain place where you're not a part. You weren't groomed by these cults and things. You were watched by them. You were probably poked and prodded. You probably were haunted. You probably were, you know, abused in some manner by these entities in the background. But you're still someone who is here. So many people may see and know things, more things about you than you know about yourself, that have been done to you mentally, physically, and spiritually. So at the end of the day, I'm like, what is this? I feel like there's a shift or something's going on, or maybe this is finally someone taking away, the one person that I'm closest to, that was made for me and I'm made for them, and something mysterious is happening to take that away, because other bitches feel like, because I've had a certain lifestyle for a certain amount of time, that I don't deserve something that was created just for me. So this is what shows you, in that a group mentality or a herd mentality can come in and try to let somebody know, or try to work on two people individually to keep them separate, and work on them individually to keep them away. Well, I don't know. I don't know why I just heard just say the word. So again, I'm not second guessing on myself on how I present myself to the world, or what I do privately in my home. It doesn't matter. All of it makes me. I am me. If I brought something positive to your life, okay. If you want to hate me, or you don't like me because you don't like how I am or how I operate or whatever, then that's your problem. But at the end of the day, nobody's going to change how I feel about myself. And that's just it. And I feel like we're talking about, people trying to kill off people from society here. Okay, it's a competition or something like this. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is this energy of coasting through that motherfucker, still killing them when they all got notes. They all got whatever the fuck they got. And literally fucking possibly blind to whatever the fuck they're doing at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still able to be happy within. I'm still able to have all of these things, whether I chose to sacrifice them or they were taken from me. That's two different things. I've witnessed literally different energies coming into my, energy field and just hovering or just coming in to take or just, but nothing, like I said, nothing came to me, or I was not thinking of getting any type of maybe a shift or a change or me jumping over into a new paradigm or something like this, because this is what it was, not because of anything else, you know. Um, but I feel like watching all of the things that I've sacrificed slowly, even when it comes energetically, or, you know what I'm saying, throughout this, whatever this journey is, and still not crying about it, still knowing I'm probably going to have to work hard as hell to get back to a point, or damn, am I already there? To noticing other things about myself and others that other people choose to maybe deny or look the other way or treat them differently because they do have a dark side or something like this. Yes, I point the shit out, but at the end of the day, I feel like it has to be. That's the way to restore balance, is to go back to that, the basis, and reassess. It's something about, somebody wanting you to feel like or wanting me, will say, to feel like a failure, or I didn't get it, or you missed your chance, or whatever it would be. But I didn't miss my chance to get to know me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't miss my chance to, just because I don't fit into society, I don't feel like I got to be pushed, or you know what I'm saying? If I don't go this way that these people are pushing me into, then that means that I'm nothing, or I don't fit in. And I don't want to fit in. I don't have to fit in with this world the way that these people think that I should. It doesn't work that way. I don't care what they say about coming in and picking out the best of the cream of the crop, or going through the wheat and tear. You're going to have entities and individuals that are going to continue to try to keep the other ones that have a light, instead of letting them shine that light bright and be protected and be in that manner. These people like to see people throwing stones at you, or the Eight of Wands energy at you. And it just lets me know how jealous or how envious and how nasty these people are, to see somebody that does have a good, um they think they know, and they say they know so much and they see so much, but you can't. These people that we're dealing with, like I said, they're mad because I come in like a fucking, Tasmanian devil when I see things that are wrong. When I see mass manipulation, that's how I come in. So I think that motherfuckers is just mad. You know what I'm saying? They like, why she even come to the tarot community? Because now she kind of calling us out. Because now we find out witches in the fucking tarot community. Now we find out demons is there. So again, what it is that people would rather let cults and different things like this and whatever take over the world. And so they're gonna get a world that's filled with that. And they're gonna feel that again. So then nobody can talk about the deep state or the fucking, shadow government or nothing, because you raised it. These people rejected what was good, and they called what was good evil, and they accepted what was evil. So again, I feel like it doesn't matter to me because I'm untouchable on that level. They may be able to poke and prod and do these little things like this or whatever, but I've mastered that. You see what I'm saying? It cannot affect me. It's not being heartless or anything like that. Actually, I feel even more now. It doesn't even only come from the core. It doesn't even come from just my soul or my heart or my chest. I feel. See, but somebody wanted to make people think that they are not someone that deserves to feel even more, or to feel or experience certain things. And they thought that they can control the narrative by taking that away. I am good at accepting and working on myself and constructive criticism, even coming from myself. Okay. But I'm also good at pointing out the bullshit that people do. Okay. Because I am someone who came to bring order. Okay. It's the same way people critique when they have that, when they're on the outside looking in at what you do, how you live or whatever, and they critique it. But what we're seeing is that it's a proven fact that these things that people say, if you do this, or if you don't do that, or if your house ain't like this, then boop, you're wrong. So let's move on. Okay, so we're showing that doesn't matter about all those other things of you being someone who can still be someone to shed light or bring change or be there for someone that needed someone at a certain point in time in their life, no matter if people look at them or good as good or bad. That means you treat people the same. Your opinions may be different. You may have things that you have, to say about someone or to call someone out or something, but that doesn't mean that you just hate them to the core. So I learned a lot of things about myself. And there was something else that I was about to say about that situation. Yeah. So I'm also, one that will call out things that people are doing to you and not feel bad about it. Because in this world, it's like toughen up. Everything is your fault. You know what I'm saying? You just handle it like this or whatever. No, there's also other shit that is not your fault. It's things that people take advantage. They hurt people. They don't appreciate things that they have. And then, like I said, instead of taking accountability for that, they will move on to something else and create that. So unless you're someone that actually sat there, went through an awakening, and noticed that you are that golden child and that everybody wants your golden eggs or something like this, right? Whether these are from your noggin or otherwise. And you can solely see people depleting and no one cares, no one cares, no one cares, no one cares. And you can still be good with yourself and you can still be good to other people. You see, people worrying about this wrong shit about who got what, who. I don't even know what they're observing. I don't, because I don't know if we're talking about somebody's outfit or something. I don't know if we're talking about, somebody falling in love with two girls from the different sides of the tracks or some shit like this or whatever. But it really should be who you fell in love with or who you were connected to. How the hell does that become how does that become a competition? I know for me, once I met in however, you know what I'm saying, telepathically or however we connected, once I met that masculine energy, nobody else could get me to go the other way. It just, you know, of course I had maybe just because of the situation, maybe, energy going somewhere, but it's also was a friend, like it's not like that. It's like, but like, because like I said, I feel like two twin flames came in at two separate times, but one was able to still hang around and watch possibly what was going on with the other two. So once this person was removed by, I feel, source, okay, for doing something fucked up, somebody else was brought in, okay? And then that was a whole vibe, and that continued throughout the whole time. But I think that the other energy was, I feel like the other energy could watch, all right, could see what was going on between me and this other masculine, okay? And I feel like that was what was detrimental because they could plot behind the scenes and use different weapons and different entities and energies to try to assassinate the character of not just us but the relationship. I couldn't see what the whole full assassination that they were doing to him on his side. I don't know if he can see what they were doing to me on this side, but it was being done. Okay. So again, the way that my gifts work or being able to see this second sight or this whatever this is, you know, I feel like it's also being, where I feel like a year ago was when I already had exposed things that are possibly going on up until still now. Like I already prophesied those things. And so maybe at that time somebody was looking like you crazy or something like this. And I was feeling like they were going on right then. But I feel like it was just laying down the groundwork of protection, you know, against whatever is gonna happen now. Because I do feel like there is something. I feel like there is I'm hearing snapped. Okay. But I feel like that's the energy also of somebody wanting to make someone feel powerless, as if you are not the starter, the kickstarter or whatever. It's almost like, and it's almost like this whole energy of like these people coming in, they know they can get away with harming you. They know they can get, because the higher ups or whoever are pissed off at you, because LGBTQ is pissed off at you, because all these people are mad because you came to bear truth. Okay. And so it's already something that was foretold. It's already, like I said, some of this stuff, the way Source has me handle it or handles me, I'm not allowed to. It may seem evil or demonic or something to people, but I'm not, you know, allowed to participate in those things. And at the same time, it's like I don't think that I've been made to be allowed to feel all of these things because a regular person on this plane would not be able to handle them on that level. So the impact, the healing may take a little bit of time. The impact, you know what I'm saying, is like a deadly blow sometimes. But again, I guess I was built to be destructed. I guess that's what I was built for. To not feel certain emotions, but I think that those things would heal things. Me feeling is something about the earth's core, is about me feeling something. And it's like if you've shown love and you've, you know, given, or you've, you know, without expecting anything in return, and all of the winners are the ones that expect something in return. And all you expected was the one thing that you thought it was going to be. And I guess people can be battered and bruised, and they can go on and they can be bruisers and want to beat up or penalize people, you know, all over the world or something like this. But, you know, obviously that's not me. I feel like, you know, I was just watching this, I was watching a clip from Lucifer with Maze and Lucifer saying goodbye. And I feel like somebody trying to play that game with me. It's like, shut the fuck up and get on my face. Because I feel like this is that energy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to shift me from who I would be playing in that role to who the fuck they want me to play. And it's not happening. Not today. So again, even if this is something where someone is going their own separate ways, you cannot, whatever these people are doing, you cannot fucking stop me. You're not going to take anything else from me. And that's the thing. I don't like when people say, you know, you allowed, you allowed. Well, no, some of us don't have a choice. So however you want to figure out what it is, if your name is spelled differently, if it's in your nationality on a piece of paperwork, you people think that you're listed as something. And I think that's why I laid low when everybody else tried to go high, when everybody else tried to crawl out the pit and change their identity and change their nationality and shit. I sat back because I want to be where the people are suffering, where the people want it's something about, you know, not sacrificing myself, but just I wanted to see what this is. I wanted to be an ear for those that would be suffering or something like this, to try to bring how these people would feel, the ones without a voice or something like this. Like I feel like people don't even, they think about hustling and making money. You don't even think, you can't even think on the fucking caliber that I think on all day. You can't even fucking imagine. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what I feel like. It's like somebody took memories, information, something to give to a bitch. And then if somebody want to be mad, I'm all peace. I'm all good. But then you want to be mad if I say you a bitch want to be claim my shit. She want to be me. She want to do this. Do you think that what I'm asking the gods would be one little thing off with a bitch head? That don't even have to be really. You know what I'm saying? This don't even have to be. This is somebody that's breaking code on another fucking level. I don't even want to think about like bloody, like chopping somebody's fucking head off. I'm talking about in the shit, give you my shit back. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I'm on to you, motherfucker. So I mean, what is the problem? Return to not giver, because I didn't agree to any of the shit. So somebody feels like they can come in and take your whole essence and try to take your fucking soul from you. All right. And if they're not able to do so, they can pretend like they did it just by giving your essence to another bitch. Because I don't think that they can. But they can call you a demon to the world, show the world some part of you and make them think some kind of way. You can't. These bitches can't be feeling. You can't. You've been programmed. You've been chipped, bitch. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of these motherfuckers won't even admit where they get the juice from. You see what I'm saying? So it's just this energy like, okay. Oh, is that so? Is that so? Is that so? And it's just like, I just don't, it's just like I said, it's living on this plane and seeing this shit play out and seeing that a whole group of people agreed to this shit. They was okay with it. And even me talking about this now, it may only be one person or a couple handful of people that feel me on what the fuck I'm saying. Because the rest of you are not chosen. That's the problem. You chose to follow Satan. Not even just Satan as an energy. What you chose to do was look at these material things and this financial gain and all this other bullshit above looking at people as a human. That's how I know you're a fucking either an android or an iBot. Nobody's knocking a way of living, but when you can sit there and plot on a person and you can see somebody, that's you're vultures. You're not even beautiful, nothing. You're vultures. Heathens. This is not an attack on anything. This is, I came here to tell a certain version of this story. If you don't like it, you don't have to come here. That's why we say it's not your mama's Bible study when we go in the Bible, because we know that his story lies. So we tend to tell hers, because I am actually, a motherfucker want to make you think you're not rooted. Okay. That's why it's expansive. Yes, okay. When you're going through this mission or whatever, or you're on this journey or whatever, there's parts of your heart, mind, body, and soul that are expanding. All right, on different horizons, on different levels, on different things. I've investigated already this tarot community, and most of the shit is a hot ass mess. It just is, period. But I feel like there's a masculine energy that's willing to keep that hot ass mess because it makes money and it get views or whatever. When really we know they fucking with certain people's algorithm. Okay, well, you know what? Somebody is probably trying to sacrifice the Empress energy for the bees and the Black Widows. So this makes me also think about that energy of the brother or whatever in that went against 11 or whatever, or wanted her to join him. Okay, in Stranger Things. But I feel like before they could join, even if they were going to join on that shit, I feel like the witches found out a way to split the eye. Because remember, we pulled those cards in the Garbage Pail Kids cards yesterday, and I keep thinking about the love. I think it's the Two of Cups, how they were kind of like melting into each other. But again, I feel like this could be even soul snatching of a lover or ex lover or a ex murderer energy or whatever. This masculine, like, whether they know it or not, taking on and assuming the rest of somebody's soul, but then already spreading out those other particles of that person to a group of people or just one. So it's something that maybe was all just one at one point in time. All right. But I feel like maybe other people were upset because they couldn't commune with me or connect with me or see or something like this. And they decided just to get rid of it or whatever. And I feel like also because they know that it can grow up and be over them, or that it already is, or that I already am. Right. So again, this is some joint effort or whatever. And like I said, I feel like nobody's stealing my joy. I also knew that whatever this is something that I can peek my head up in the clouds and create, and then come the fuck back down and then enjoy life and then go the fuck back up there when I want to create or move some shit around again. It's just sad because this time I really thought that I really noticed there was something about like relationships or something that I had not experienced yet. And, or this type of love or something. And it's like almost like I had a taste of it in the ether, but I don't get to keep those memories or anything like this. All right. But, I wanted to bring that into, if anything, after all this work. Okay. I wanted to bring that into my life in the 3D. And I feel like that's the saddest part for me. That's the thing. That's the thing that I don't know. Right before I did this video, it was something like about the love that I lost. But I feel like also this masculine know how to play games with me. But again, still, I'm not embarrassed about myself. I'm not embarrassed about how I think. I'm not trying to, you know, manipulate nobody. I'm not trying to fit in. I don't care to fit in. I never have. I can fit in, but you know what I'm saying? It's not I don't beg. I don't people look at it like, oh, you don't have nothing, or you don't have no finance, or you don't have this. But it still wouldn't be I still wouldn't be a beggar. I'll just turn my cheek and try to figure out how to make it, create it, or get it some other kind of way. I have real standards and morals and ethic and code, and I don't treat people some kind of way. So me going down feeling like that, all right, and that feeling like these people feel like they won because they feel like the big tough guy, because they've been here for centuries, and it took you this long to try to bring down one feminine energy. Okay. I feel like the worst part is to know that I know that this person cares about me the way that I care about them. But maybe it's too much for them. Maybe they can't bear, or they can't turn their backs on their family and friends or whatever. Really, so they want to blame it on someone else or something. I don't know. It's okay for them because they feel bigger that way, and because they may be higher up in society, or have more connections, or more bitches or something like this that care about them, actually, really, that will fight for them or something like this until they don't get what they want. You know, dirty bitches that'll be right after, their dudes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's, to me, like I said, I'm whole. Motherfucker, I'm holy, bitch. And I'm still saying it. So nobody can take that away from me. If I died today, it would be 100% on my mind that's what it is. Ain't nobody faking and pretending the fuck over here. You're not. But I did realize today that there's not so much nonsense going on in my mind. Like I used to be able, like, I couldn't even sit. It was just like all kind of thoughts. But what about this? But what about these Indians? What about it? And then I realized none of that shit is mattering right now anyway. A lot of that information that was gained, it don't even is not even going to be mattering right now anyway. And it's something about just like living and being, living and loving yourself first, and then being in a situation where you can be with someone who is in your likeness, because again, I feel like it's not that many left, and moving on and doing things, or co-creating or whatever, when it comes to this new age or something that's coming in, if it even comes. I feel like they soften the blow because they don't want the earth's crust to start chipping away. And I feel like this is nothing that, I don't know. It's something about just say what you won't do for love. Because the hard thing is knowing that people have been altered or changed. And it's like, damn, I ain't think you know what I'm saying? It's like one of them zombie movies when you be like, you too? It be your last motherfucking friend or something. You be like, you too? For real? Oh, damn. But when it comes to your energy, you're not gonna go with that. So if you have to be alone, then I guess it's lonely at the motherfucking top. I don't know. Although society wants to put you on the bottom or place you on the bottom. I guess everybody's not equipped for it. I don't know. But anyways, I have to go. I'll see you guys later. Bye.